We always expect a peaceful, amazing blue ocean, but the fact, do we ever question the reality? Ocean pollution is widespread, worsening, and poses a clear and present danger to human health and well-being. But the extent of this danger has not been widely comprehended until now. It gives a big impact on human health. Ocean pollution is a complex mixture of toxic metals, plastics, manufactured chemicals, petroleum, urban and industrial wastes, pesticides, fertilizers, pharmaceutical chemicals, agricultural runoff, and sewage.
One of the crucial ways to reduce ocean pollution is by disposing cooking oil and plastic. Do you know what palm oil is made of? Palm oil contains hexadecanoic acid, C16H32O2, or better known as palmitic acid. It is widely used for cooking and even for creating products, especially at houses, restaurants, and factories.
More than 50% of what ocean legacy collects along the coast is foam, a puff plastic made mostly of air and polystyrene, a liquid hydrocarbon that is likely carcinogenic. A lightweight, bulky piece of foam sits top-heavy above the waterline and has a greater sail area that the wind can push to the shore. Plastic bottles are one of the next most common finds, made of polyethylene terephthalate. A plastic bottle is denser than seawater and sinks as soon as it punctured. The view of the beach in the morning was the lightweight cream of the top. Single-use items such as straws, plastic bags, cups, bottles. Cities around the world are drafting plastic bans and encouraging reusable cups instead of disposable ones. It is such single-use items that are visibly washing ashore or floating on the ocean surface. The amount of debris in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch accumulates because much of it is not biodegradable.
While many different types of trash enter the ocean, plastics make up the majority of marine debris for two reasons. First, plastic's durability, low cost, and malleability mean that it's being used in more and more consumer and industrial products. Second, plastic goods do not biodegrade but instead break down into smaller pieces. For many people, the idea of a garbage patch conjures up images of an island of trash floating on the ocean. In reality, these patches are almost entirely made up of tiny bits of plastic called microplastics. Microplastics can always be seen by the naked eye.
80% of the plastic in the ocean is estimated to come from land-based sources, with the remaining 20% coming from boats and other marine sources. These percentages vary by region. However, a 2018 study found that synthetic fishing nets made up nearly half the mass of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. These dangers are compounded by the fact that plastic both leach out and absorb harmful pollutants. As plastic break down through photodegradation, they leach out colorants and chemicals such as BPA that have been linked to environmental and health problems.
Palm oil is very productive and offers a far greater yield at a lower cost of production than the other vegetable oils. Global production of and demand for palm oil is rapidly increasing, and up until today, palm oil has become a staple in food preparation, not only at home restaurants, and eateries, but even commercialized items. According to the Water Encyclopedia website, approximately 706 million gallons of oil waste, a majority of it being palm oil, enter the ocean every year, with more than half coming from land and drainage and improper waste disposal.
Oil in households is often disposed of in rubbish bins or drains, which clogs our pipes and complicate our wastewater treatment system. The used oil disposed of without treatment will pollute our water bodies and ruin soil quality. It also harms aquatic and plants' life. The wasted oil can harm. It causes a very localized problem but can be catastrophic to local marine wildlife such as fish, birds, and sea otters. Oil cannot dissolve in water and forms a thick sludge in the water. This suffocates fish get caught in the feeder of marine birds, stopping them from flying and block light from photosynthetic aquatic plants.
These organic compounds may affect wildlife, including fish and birds, and humans in various ways. First, when polluted water is exposed to direct contact with the skin, some of the oil components could be irritants to the skin and may also penetrate our bodies via skin absorption through inhalation. Many individual components of the oil are volatile and thus may easily evaporate, and while breathing can enter our bodies. Some less volatile compounds such as PHS may absorb on dust and other small particulate matter suspended in the breathing air and may get into our bodies through inhalation of small particulate matter from the air, through ingestion of contaminated water and particles.
Therefore, there are some solutions to dispose waste oil correctly. We should make it a habit to discourage the use of oils, especially for deep frying, and should adopt healthier food options like baked. Still, believe me, this will benefit you more than the environment, which in this case will be a de facto beneficiary. Second, we can change the waste cooking oil form from liquid to physical before we dispose of it. To change its form, we can mix the cooking oil with a waste cooking oil solidifier that can be found from stores such as Daiso or Mr. DIY. Or if you want to cut the cost, you can mix it with flour until the cooking oil is solid.
Or there are also some solutions to solve the problem of plastic misuse. The first and most obvious way is recycling. However, you need to get the right containers for every type of waste that you will be recycling, such as plastic, paper, and glass. Around 75% of all the waste is recyclable. However, the uptake is very low. This is because people usually have no idea about which materials can be recycled instead of plastic bags. They also can use cloth bags, paper bags, or tote bags. This will cut down on the amount of rubbish bring into your house. You can always bring your own cloth bag.
Over the past few years, the world has woken up to horrifying headlines about sea life that has unfortunately died due to consuming or being trapped by the waste we throw in the oceans. When our garbage washes up on coastlines, it gives us an opportunity to remove it before the tide washes it back out.
Litter isn't just unsightly, but it can actually be dangerous. Metal with sharp edges and pieces of glass can create a public health hazard just as much as an aesthetic one. These sharp pieces of litter can easily hide in sand and cause serious injuries.
They say what goes in the ocean ends up inside of you, particularly if you eat seafood. According to one study conducted at Ghent University in Belgium, the average seafood eater is consuming 11,000 tiny fragments of plastic every year. The chemicals in this plastic can accumulate in our bodies over time and eventually cause health problems.